Hey guys, welcome back to Mark Remeets World. I'm your host, Mark Levy, and I'm so excited because today we are now on to another episode of Mark Remeets World. Excitement. This is going to be a fun one, guys. So if you, first off, I want to thank everyone who's been following the show, been watching the show. Really means a lot. Subscribing to the show. Last week's episode was our biggest yet, which is great. It means I might be doing something right here. Feedback is always important. So if you want to email us at markremechworld@gmail.com, that helps a lot. But today we have a new one. It's Monday, so we have a new episode. Today's episode is one that I am very intrigued by because it is one that I remember very well. Way too well, actually. I remember the Geography B scene way too well. But before we get started, you know what to do. If you haven't watched the show yet, please pause us or just watch my 3 seconds where I'm doing nothing. But watch Disney Plus or however you watch your Boy Meets World. Today's episode is going to be Killer Bees. Episode 5, of course. Alright, so Killer Bees, episode 5, Boy Meets World, aired October 22nd, 1993. Directed by David Trainer again, and written by Michael Jacobs. I'm going to start doing that actually for each episode. I'm going to say who wrote, who directed, the release date. I like that. So the plot of the episode is that in class there is a geography bee coming up, and Minkus is always selected for it. And when Corey finds out that the winner of the geography bee gets to go to the World Series, meet Bat Boy, that's something that makes him want to be the Geography B representative for the school. Also in the B plot, we got Eric going to an Aerosmith concert who is upset at his parents because they like Aerosmith too. We'll get there also. Alright, so start of the episode. Corey got a C on the test and got East Germany wrong. So, my brain hears this and forgot that there was an East Germany. I knew there was a West Germany, but my brain always thought it was Germany and West Germany, or at least it's what my brain has done since all that happened. I mean, the Berlin Wall did fall when I was 4 years old, so I do not have the best memory of that type of stuff. But it kind of threw me for a loop at the very top of the episode. I'm like, wow, East Germany. Duh, East West, not just Germany and West. It's so like Czechoslovakia and Czech Republic did something similar like that, but that's different than East and West. Another fascinating thing: the textbook says East and West Germany are together, and Feeney says that textbook says that Alaska and Hawaii will make fine states someday. That's a really old textbook. Wow, the state of the schools back then was terrible, and they still are. So support your teachers, all that good stuff, because the future, the kids, they need to learn. Everyone needs to learn. But wow, I mean, I think that textbook is older than East and West Germany. I'm not sure when the Cold War started offhand, but I know that Alaska and Hawaii became states in the 40s. So that's how that goes. Feeney has for the last 5 years won the geography tournament. He has 5 plaques like in the corner of his room. George Feeney loves a good plaque. And there's a spot saved for this one. So, hopefully he'll win. Um, Bat Boy at the opening game of the World Series is the prize for the Geography Bee. That is one hell of a prize. Like, honestly, like, wow. Wow. Like, wow. Makes me wish I was a little bit better. I'm not bad. I wasn't bad at geography. Granted, my brain didn't know. East Germany, West Germany doesn't matter. But what does matter, Sean, who now has a name, refers to it as the fall of the Berlitz Wall. Uh, All right, so the next scene, Amy's come back from groceries, and she, like her and Eric start talking. She has a grocery bag right next to Morgan, and Morgan starts throwing shit out of it. She throws out the broccoli. Yeah, like she was like tossed. Morgan is so specifically good. I can't wait to do like a mini episode on the different Morgans and how I feel about them both because I think Morgan's like an underrated star of the show. Um, Big shock for those keeping track at home. The third best friend, Ellis, is back, and he's actually bigger this episode than he is on his first episode, like the episode where he's the third best friend. This is his last appearance on the show, unfortunately, but Ellis is here. Well, look at that. Ellis returns. Like he's in more scenes here than he is in episode 2. Morgan does an almost good job of hiding the broccoli in the garbage to hide the liver. Now, I would do the same thing because I fucking hate liver. If you give me liver, I will not eat it. That's just who I am. So there's some like the B pod of this episode's really funny because it is all about Alan basically telling Eric to shut the fuck up because his music taste is the same taste as his son Eric's. Um, there's a really funny part where Amy and Alan are both like, "Yeah, we've been listening to Aerosmith from before you were born," and Morgan says they ate Eric, like because he was in the belly. Also, remember when Aerosmith was cool? Like, I don't think they've been cool since about 2001 or so. This is 1993, and they were still pretty cool then because they had their videos with Alicia Silverstone and Liv Tyler, which would be Crazy, Crying, and a couple other like songs like towards that next renaissance. And they've had a really long career since they are older than Eric, which would have made them about 75, like 1975 or so. And I believe that is correct. That's around when they started. So I mean, it's just really funny that like I remember going to see concerts with my parents that my parents chose to see like Dion and stuff like that. So my parents have always liked older music, a little bit older. But yeah, it's just fascinating to me, uh, and how defensive they get whenever um how defensive they get whenever they talk about their music. And Eric is like, "You can have this," and like, "No, we don't. That's my parents, whatever." I love it. It's a really great B plot. And like, there's a lot that's happening this episode. Like, and then the geography B happens, and it is insane. There are words there said that I've never heard of. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm falling apart today. There are words there that I've never even heard of, and it's a lot. Um, and Corey does bad at it, and the trophy is the size of like a sixth grader, so that's like about a 5 foot tall trophy. And I've won big trophies in my life, but the biggest one I ever won is about 3 feet. Maybe I'm not good enough for a 6 foot trophy or a 5 foot trophy. But man, I felt so bad for Corey after the B. It was just so sad. And then we finally see Eric's girlfriend, who is another person that's about to become famous, which is Nikki Cox of My Brain Goes Unhappily Ever After fame. She also is married to Bobcat Goldthwait, so she's in a couple of his movies. Um, and it's really nice seeing her play like the sweet little redhead that Eric is dating at this point. And I think that like when like we see them at the end, you think that Amy and Alan are gonna fight with them because Amy and Alan are in their tie dye and their denim clothes. They were in the third row having a good time, and Eric and Heather are in horrible seats. And I find Amy and Alan so damn adorable in that episode, just great. And then like the fight ends, and that's over with that. Um, so Corey goes back to class, and he gets his grade on the test, and it's an A, and it goes in the sixth spot. Tell me, isn't that the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Which that's great. It goes in the sixth spot for the for the plaques, so you see that. And then at the end credits, Tuamatos get a callback, and when the announcers know everything to be. All right, so we're gonna talk about the Minkus Minute first. Minkus Minute. So Minkus gets like the highest score in the geography test, and is now named, and the now named Sean throws a test at him twice. And Minkus is an automatic entrant to geography B. Not quite full on Lee Norris, I'm about to say, but damn, they say Minkus about like 20 times in the first 6 minutes of the episode. And Minkus likes who he is, which is something that I really dig this a lot. Like, I really like, I mean, as a nerdy person that was picked on a lot growing up, and still as a nerdy person that's picked on a lot less, at least to my face, it was really nice to see like a kid be like, I'm a nerd. Who cares? I'm smart. I like who I am. Also, fun fact. Here's cool Minkus. If I had a guitar, I would do a guitar riff. Yeah. He dresses like he's from the movie House Party. All right, so that was our Minkus Minute. Minkus Minute. And now time for Betsy Randall is the best TV mom of all time. A one, 2, 3, 4. Betsy Randall's the best TV mom. Yo. So, Amy Matthews goes to cool concerts. She's awesome. She likes hardcore bands like Aerosmith, and she does not like Tina Turner because that's her mom's music. I think it's great that Amy and Alan are still a very lovey-dovey couple. And it's really sweet to see them so deeply in love and so full of life, which I feel like a lot of TV parents aren't so full of life, especially back then. And that is part of the reason why Amy Matthews, Betsy Randall, is the best TV mom of all time. Now to wrap up the show, it's time for our episode MVP. This is actually a very tough one because it's a pretty well-rounded episode. I'm going to give this to William Russ. A lot of the comedy in this episode goes to him, and I think that is pretty important personally. A lot of the arc of the episode is just about him and being like, nope, I love my music and you can suck it. I doesn't say that, but it's like very implied that that's what he's going for. Like, I like what I like and so bad to you. I think that like it's like one of the first great Alan episodes. Like, we get a good amount of Alan, but it's really nice to see Alan be more than just a dad who's stressed out and annoyed at his kids. It's nice to see a fun episode for Alan. This could have also been a very close MVP episode for Corey and for Minkus, because it is a really well-rounded episode. But William Russ gets my MVP this week. All right, so wrap up the show. If you like the show, please like us, subscribe us. Every subscription helps. Every like helps. We're getting a fan base happening, guys. Like, it's going slow, but it's okay. These episodes are not going anywhere. I'm not stopping the show yet. I'm enjoying myself. That's the most important thing. If you want to be part of the show, or if you want to ask a question to the show, mark remeetsworld@gmail.com. You'll see it right below me right now. And of course, be safe out there. Lots of crazy things are happening out there, but just be safe, be healthy, be inside if you need to be inside. Protect the masks. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Mark Remeets World. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.